What's up YouTube, Team Jackassery coming with a brand new Dragon Ball Super updated deck profile. This time we are looking at my mono green Lord Slug. It's been a very long time since I've think I've updated this deck, so it's updated to really good green hand control, really good aggro, especially with a lot of nice crit. So before we get to the deck, we will look at the leader once again. He is the original Lord Slug. One of my favorite Namekian leaders, if not one of my best. Active main. Once per turn, choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. This card gains crit for the duration of the turn. If your life is 4 or less, draw 2 cards, flip this over, so you can just self-awaken by taking a card from your life, giving him crit. And crit is always really nice to have, because your opponent can't have more cards in their hand. And then he becomes Lord Slug Gigantified. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. Active main once per turn. Place 1 card in your hand into the drop area. Your opponent chooses 1 card of their hand, placed in the drop area. And with that, card placed in the drop area now is also treated like discard, which makes this deck work so much better. So first we will start off with the Unisons. We run 4 copies of Raditz, Invader from Afar. He is a Unison specified of 3 green. And he also has really good abilities. Activate once per turn. Flip 1 card in your opponent's life face up, although you never really want to use that ability if it doesn't help you, because you don't want your opponent looking at the right card at the right time and taking it when they need it. +1 active main. Choose 1 card in your hand is discarded. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand, discards it. Choose up to 1 of your cards. It gains crit, so you can give him crit. You can give the leader crit. You can give something with double strike crit. And -5, your opponent chooses 3 cards in their hand and discards them. So really good hand control, although it does take 3 to play him. But once you do get him out with enough counters, it works. So next we run 4 copies of Wings, the Morale Booster. He is a 1-drop, 5,000 combo, 5,000 power barrier. You can only have 1 Wings Morale Booster in your battle area. Reduce the energy cost of Slug's army in your hand by 1, so technically he has unique. You can only have 1 on the battlefield, unfortunately, but he does reduce the energy cost of all Slug's army in your hand by 1. And next, we have 4 copies of Zooine, the Loyal. He is a 2-drop, 5,000 combo, 5,000 power blocker. And permanent, if your leader card is Lord Slug, or if you're as a Lord Slug in your battle area, play this card from your hand without paying its energy cost. So, since your leader's Lord Slug, he gets played for free anyways. A free blocker is always good to have. You never argue with that. Next, we have 4 copies of Adonic Warrior Angela. He is a 3-drop, 5,000 combo, 15,000 power crit. Auto Bond 2, Slug's Army. So if you have 2 Slug's Army in your battle area, when this card attacks, if your leader card is Slug's Army, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places in the drop area. So not only does he have crit, but when he attacks, your opponent's pitching another card. So it's just more cards in their hand they're not getting, and they're losing more. Next we run 4 copies of Lord Slug Return to Form. He is a 2-drop, 5,000 combo, 10,000 power. And when you play this card, choose 1 Slug's Army with energy cost of 4 or less. Add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. If you don't have a Wings in your hand, you can just mostly play him, grab your Wings, and then your stuff's a lot cheaper. But if you have Wings out, he's just a 1-drop that searches for 4 or less. Oh, excuse me. Next we have 3 copies of Lord Slug, Agent of Destruction. He is a 3-drop, 5,000 combo, 20,000 power. When this card is played, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places in the drop area, so it's discarded. Active main once per turn, pay 1 green. Choose 1 Slug's Army from your hand with an original energy cost of 3, other than Lord Slug or Agent of Destruction, and play it. So anything with an original energy cost of 3 you can play, so you can play your Youngs again, or you can play your Angelas. With this effect, you mostly want to play the Angelas, because you have him out, and you'll have Agent of Destruction out, that automatically gives you the Bond 2 to activate Angela's ability to make your opponent pitch more cards. And next we run 2 copies of Lord Slug Young again. He is a 4-drop, 5,000 combo, 20,000 power. Bond 2, when you have 2 Slug's Army in play, when you play this card, if your leader card is Slug's Army, choose up to 1 Slug's Army in your drop area with energy cost of 3 or less, play it, then choose 1 of your energy switch to active mode. So with him, if you don't have a wings out, wings in your drop, you can play your wings, or you can play your Angela. And then again, when you have him and your Angela can activate his skills, and your opponent still ditches more cards. Next, we run one copy of Titanic Ambition Lord Slug. He is a 6-drop, 10,000 combo, plus 1 use of combo, 25,000 power. I run one just because I think it's just fine. EX Evolve of 2 green. Place 1 card in your hand into the drop area on a Lord Slug with energy cost of 4 or more. He just evolves onto it. Double Strike Bond 3. When you have 3 Slugs army in your battle area, when you play this card, choose 3 cards in your opponent's hand and place them in the drop. So when you get them out, your opponent's pitching 3 more cards. And I think 1 is just enough. And next, because I only have 1, we are running 1 copy of Great Ape Son Goku Saiyan Instinct. He is a 2-drop, 5,000 combo, 15,000 power. Activate, pay 2, choose this card, and send this card from your drop to your warp, draw 2 cards. So you just pay 2, warp it, draw 2 cards. That's if you need a little bit more cards in your hand if you're a little low. And next we run 4 copies of Further Destruction Champa. He is a 3-cost, 10,000 combo, plus 1 use combo, 16,000 power. And when you combo with this card, choose 1 of your attacking battle cards. It gets Double Strike, so deals 2 damage. What you mostly want to do with this, if you can do it turn 1, send your Lord Slug, you could just take a card from your life, give him crit, so that's a Double Strike crit right there. And if you play Raditz, you can give something crit. You don't want to give the Angela's crit because, well, actually, yeah, you do want to give the Angela's Double Strike. That's if you have enough Slugs army in place, so he just gains crit as well. And that's about all that really would be good to use with Champa in doing crit damage, especially since crit damage times 2 damage is really nice. And next we run 3 copies of Son Goku, Power of Legend. He is a 3-drop, 0 combo, 15,000 power, critical unique, so you can only have 1 in play. If your leader card is green, when one of your card's skills makes an opponent discard a card, you may play this card from your hand. So, say if your Lord Slug is awakened, you just pitch a card, your opponent pitches a card, boom, he gets played. So he is really nice. So you hit him with crit, and then you can activate his other ability if you want. Send this card to its owner's warp, and you can't play copies of this for the duration of the turn. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and send it to the owner's warp. So you just pitch a card, he gets played, attack, crit, and then active main, send him to your warp, send something else to the warp. Pretty damn good if you ask me. And another card to make that card work is 4 copies of Vegeta the Lone Prince Super Combo. He is a 1-drop, 1,000 Super Combo, 4,000 power. This card cannot be played by skills from any area, so you can only play him by playing with it from your hand by paying 1 energy. If your leader card is green and your life is 4 or less, when this card is used in a combo, draw 1 card. Pretty much super explanatory for a super combo. If your leader card is mono green, when this card is played, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. Again, since they're discarding a card, you can just play your Goku, and you can swing, and then give him as a super combo, so a 25 crit. And if you have 1 extra energy, you can also use a Champa to give him double strike crit. I know a lot of energy you can use just to do the one strategy, but it's effective, trust me. Next we run 4 copies of Focus Breakthrough. It is a 1-drop counterplay. If your leader card is green and your life is 4 or less, if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 3 or less, place it in the owner's drop area instead of being played. If you have a multicolor in your energy and your life is 4 or less, you can take a card from your life and activate this card. But since we only run mono green, it's just a 1-drop generic green, which I think is just fine. You got enough self-awaken enough already to play your counterplays. And next we run 4 copies of Shocking Death Ball, because why not? It is a 1-drop Sparking Negate. If your leader card is green, negate the attack, then choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less and KO it. And if you have 5 cards in your drop, take a card from your life and play it for free. Again, more self-awaken, always nice to have. And last but not least, we have 4 copies of Sacrifice. It is just a green Namekian Negate. Negate the attack, and if your leader card is a Namekian card, Well, actually, you can actually run this card in any green deck, but it's better if your leader card is Namekian. If your leader card is Namekian, when you activate this card's counter skill, choose one card in your life, add it to your hand, and activate this card for free. So, again, Nor Self-Awaken. If you're at low life, you can just pay the 1 green energy to use it. Anyways, that's it for the deck profiles. Remember to comment, rate, please subscribe. Like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Those links are in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. There'll be more content like this and much more on my channel. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.